So in history, the first chapter is what is history. Okay. So what are the things we are going to learn in this lesson is to know what history is all about, to understand the importance of history, to learn about the lifestyle of the prehistoric man, to know how paintings portrayed the daily activities of the prehistoric man, and to understand the importance of history and historical researches. So in this lesson, two persons they are going to, that is nobody, mother and a child. They both are having a small conversation. Her name is that child name is Tamalini. She will be moving to the school and coming back. So while coming back, just her mother ask her to refresh herself, and she will be asking what happened in the school. So just she will be saying something. This what happened. So today we learned history, ma, like that she is saying. So to understand more about the history, the mother is asking some more question. Do you know your grandparents' name? Do you know that grandparents' name? Like that she will be asking the question. So the child will be also mentioning. So here, see here, info bits, it is given no telling the time in history. So this is before Christ and after Christ. Okay, so before Christ, in sense, in what basis they formed this அப்படின்னா வந்துட்டு, so before Christ, அதாவது by the religious things they formed this. Okay, by religious they formed Christ. Okay, that is before Jesus birth and after Jesus birth. Then they made us, it is common for all, they changed the name as before common era and after common era. Okay ma'am. So BCE, so see here two division it is there, before common era and after common era. This is what they are saying, that is time in history is calculated in years using BCE and CE. So BCE is nothing but before common era and CE is called as common era. Clear da chilla? Okay, now so what is called as history? History is nothing but it is the study of past events in the chronological order. Okay, history is the study of past events in the chronological order. So what is this chronological order? So chronological order in sense according to the thing, first grandfather, then father came, then ourselves, then our daughters, our brothers, so like that. Okay, our daughters, then their daughters. This is the order, chronological order. It will be moving in some order. Clear ma? So history is the study of past events in the chronological order. So we are going to study what happened in the past life, how the people they lived in the past life. So that is called as history. So where they have taken from the word history, where they have taken the word history is derived from the Greek word historia. What is that ma'am? Historia, which means learning by inquiry. So if somebody else is saying that happened there, will we believe? Nama nambuvoma ada? No. So what we will be doing, we will be asking some more persons for the confidence, for proof. Yes or no? So that is called as learning by inquiry. So the word history is derived from the Greek word historia. Okay ma, the Greek word historia. So now see here, there are some stone paintings. They have drawn some pictures in the rocks. So this is called as stone. We will be saying no wall painting. We will be saying no. So this is saying that how the people they lived in the previous, that is olden age. In ancient period, the people lived in caves, used to draw paintings in rocks called rock painting. So nowadays we are calling it as wall painting. Okay, so for what purpose they have drawn this in the rocks na? How they lived. ஓகேவா, அப்போ வந்து இருந்த மக்கள் எப்படி வாழ்ந்தோம் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்காக தான் they did this drawing. Okay, so in ancient period the people lived in caves, used to draw paintings in rocks called rock paintings. They might have wished to record their activities through these paintings. So how they lived, okay, what manner they have lived, for that only they have drawn the rock painting. So now in this picture you can able to see some excavation sites. So excavation sites inside some scientists they have searched something. Okay, when the previous how they have learned. So what are they? And they have marked some places. Okay ma. So next is some info bits about the thing. So in the previous old ages, what the people they used to eat, do you know or not? Yes, children. So they used to hunt the animals, yes or no? Yes, they used to hunt the animals and they started to eat. So after that only something they have started to develop. So the period between the use of first stone tools and the invention of writing system is called as prehistory. Okay, the period between the use of first stone tools and the invention of writing system is called as prehistory. So when they started to write something and keep, it is called as prehistory. Okay, so numismatics. Okay, numismatics, it is called a study of coins. Okay, epigraphy is called as the study of inscription. ஸோ numismatic அப்படின்னா காயினை பற்றி படிக்கிறது. ஓகேவா, எபிகிராஃபி அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து சம்திங் வாட் ஹேப்பன், அதாவது அந்த இன்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன்ஸை பற்றி படிக்கிறது தான் வந்து எபிகிராஃபி. கிளியர்டாக கண்ணா? ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட், ஸோ இந்த வால் பெயிண்டிங்ஸை வந்துட்டு it is also called as that prehistory. Fine. So now the sources of history. Now in the archaeological sources, what they did, okay, so they started to do some pottery, toys, tools and ornaments. Okay, then rock edicts, temple wall inscriptions, metal pillar. Okay, by using the artifacts they started to potteries, toys, tools and ornaments, and in the inscriptions they started to do rock edicts, temple wall inscription and metal pillar. So அந்த காயின்ஸை வந்துட்டு they have divided as three things. ஓகேவா, that is see here, this is called as artifacts and this is called as inscriptions and some monuments. So from the use of architects, ஓகேவா, that is architects வச்சு what they did. So what are they doing? Some potteries, toys, tools and ornaments. Okay ma. So by the help of inscriptions they did temple wall inscriptions, metal pillar, and by the monuments they started to do plastic fort, templates, stumps and monastery. Okay va, these are the things what they did from the thing. So next is secular literature. So literacy source. So literacy source, when is it coming na? So it is also divided into two types, that is secular literature and religious literature. Clear? Secular literature and religious literature. So in that secular literature, what they started to learn is epics and poems, how we want to do the accounts, by how, in what way the people, that is Indian author works, and some folk songs is. Okay, and religious literature la they just learnt about the epics we know Mahabharatam, Ramayana. So that is coming under the epics. And in the devotional literature they are just learning the so in the religious literature they just learnt about the that also they divided into two types, that is epics and devotional literature. So epics is about Ramayana, Mahabharata and so many things. Devotional literature is nothing but that Devaram, Naivaras, Thiruvarangam, that they started to learn, that is called as literacy source. So the in sources of history there are two types, that is archaeological source and the literacy source. So next is some case study about Ashoka. Okay, so he was the emperor Ashoka, the most famous ruler in ancient India. Who is the most famous ruler na? Ashoka. Okay, so he started some war. Okay, that war is Kalinga war. So in that war many peoples they died. So by seeing that, what he started na, he started to spread some peace and dharma towards, that is hereafter no war, that is only the people, we want to control the people in the peace and dharma. So have you seen this emblem somewhere else? Yes, in our national flag we will be seeing this, yes or no? So inside the 24 spokes we will be seeing this Sarnath pillar. Okay, so it is taken from the this Dharma Chakra is taken from the Sarnath pillar. Clear ma? So next, So see some stones and caves, how the people they walked in the past. So Dhamma is nothing but is the Prakrit word for the Sanskrit term Dharma. So Dharma oda meaning from where they have taken apna Sanskrit word la. Okay, va Dhamma and சொல்லி they will be saying, which means religious duty. Religious duty na, there will be some duty for all the people in their own religious. So what the thing we learnt here, the lifestyles of prehistorical people can be understood from the stone tools, rock paintings, fossils and other excavated materials. Proto-history is the period between prehistory and history. So what is called as proto-history அப்படின்னா, this is the period between prehistory and history. So next, early humans domesticated dogs for their protection and hunting activities. So during this Ashoka period, what they did na, they used the dog. Nowadays we are using more weapons, but at first they people what they thought அப்படின்னா, the dog is the most important thing. So for example, if some things have been lost and police is coming na, they will be bringing the dogs for finding it. So it is having the sneezing power, okay, sniffing skill. It is having the sniffing skill. So they thought that dog is the most domesticated and it is used for their protection and hunting activities. Okay, that is if we are going for hunting அப்படின்னா, they previous year, that is in the olden age, they used to go with the dogs for hunting. So next we learn something about Ashoka and where we have taken that Dharma Chakra. That is, we have taken the Dharma Chakra from the Sarnath pillar of Ashoka. So students, I hope you might have understood the difference between history, prehistory and proto-history. In the next unit, we will be seeing in the next class. Thank you.